Good afternoon, students. So, we were doing chapter what was the chapter number? Can anyone tell me? Rural
Ma'am, chapter 5.
government, which is Panchayati Raj. Panchayati Raj. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we were doing chapter 5 of Panchayati Raj, rural local government, which is from Civics. Okay. So as we already discussed, the functioning of Gram Sabha, how Gram Sabha functions, how the Panch and Sarpanch they are elected. That also we have already discussed, right? So now we will go ahead with the importance of Gram Sabha. What is the importance of Gram Sabha? Okay. What is the importance of Gram Sabha? So when we talk about the importance of Gram Sabha, Gram Sabha is a key factor. Gram Sabha is a key factor in making the Gram Panchayat, its role and be responsible. Okay. Second is, it is the place where all plants for the work of Gram Panchayat are placed before people. Third is, it represents the panchayat from doing, it prevents the panchayat from doing wrong things like misusing or favoring certain people. Also, it plays an important role in keeping an eye on the elected representatives and making them responsible for the people who elected them. So these are some of the importance of Gram Sabha. Now I will explain this. Now the first one is the key factor. It is a key factor in making Gram Panchayat its role and be responsible. That means, see, I already told in Gram Sabha what happens. They conduct meeting, right? In meeting, the villagers will go, the panchayat, the panch will be there, sarpanch will be there, secretary will be there. So everyone will be there. And now, with that, in that meeting, those punch has to answer, right? If some work has not been done, that will be responsibility of the punch to discuss the matter and that work should be done. Like when we discuss that story, we discussed one story, no? Hardas was there.
Yes, ma'am.
Hardas was there in that how people were discussing about the things. So their BPL card was there, right? There was BPL card, and there was a man named Om Prakash who was actually very poor, and his name was not there in the BPL card, right? In the BPL list. So that was not done, and the villagers noticed that thing and they discussed that thing, and that was done later, right? So like this, if any work is not being done properly, the Gram Sabha is the place where people can go and raise their issues and they can ask why this work has not been done, right? And this should be done, and that discussion will be there. So what is that place? That place is Gram Sabha. So Gram Sabha makes the Gram Panchayat responsible for its role. Okay. If they will not do properly, if Gram Panchayat will not work properly, in Gram Sabha people can raise the questions. Right? Now, Gram Sabha is the place where all the plans of the work is done. Now, Gram Panchayat will work on that, but still, if Gram Sabha will not be there, where people will go and discuss how plans will be made. So, Gram Sabha is important because there people go and they discuss their problems and solutions are being made. Okay. Also, it prevents the Panchayat from doing wrong things, misusing their power or favoring some people. Like if you see in Gram Sabha, question was raised that why this network who was already having money, one Birju who was already having land, why these people are getting the BPL card? Question was raised that why these people are getting BPL card. They all the people were discussing that. Also that Om Prakash not got the BPL card, that was also discussed. So like this, people can question there in the Gram Sabha. If any wrong thing is going on, the people can bring that wrong thing in the notice of Panch and Sarpanch, and they can take the action regarding that. So Gram Sabha is the place which actually prevents the elected representatives doing any kind of wrong thing, because there people can go and ask questions and raise their voice. Okay. Now keeping an eye on elected representatives. So in Gram Sabha, the villagers can come, they can discuss every point, and actually they can keep an eye on the Panch and Sarpanch. Okay, what are the work they are doing, and if they are not doing properly, that issue also can be that question also can be raised in the Gram Sabha. Right? So like this, Gram Sabha is very important for the proper functioning of the Gram Panchayat. Understood? Till here any question, anyone? Anyone is having any question till here? If you have understood all the points, the importance of Gram Sabha, will go ahead with the topic. No questions, so we'll go ahead. And if anyone has any question regarding the importance of Gram Sabha, we can discuss. Otherwise, I will move forward with the topic Gram Panchayat. Our next topic is Gram Panchayat, so we'll discuss that. So this was the first body, Gram Sabha. Okay, we discussed three parts are there of Gram Panchayat. So first is Gram functions. Now we'll move forward with the topic, the Gram Panchayat, which is the second body of the Panchayati Raj. Here we have the Gram Panchayat. Now when we talk about the Gram Panchayat, I already explained you, Gram Panchayat is the executive body. It is the executive body. I already explained. Now Gram Sabha is the place where plans and discussions are done. Right? Where plans and discussions are done, that place is Gram Sabha. But I already told you in your previous class that discussion has been done, but there would be some people, no, who is actually going to execute, who is actually going to work on that, right? There will be some people now who all are going to work as Gram Panchayat. Okay. Now, what happens, as I discussed that the Gram Sabha meetings are held at least twice in a year. Okay, at least twice in a year, the Gram Sabha meetings are held where villagers go and they discuss their issues. But the Gram Panchayat, they meets regularly. The Sarpanch, Panch or the members of the Gram Panchayat, they actually meet regularly. Right? They meet regularly and they so they meet regularly and what is their main task? So the main task is to implement the development programs. To implement the development programs. Okay. Now the things has been discussed. Everything has been discussed in the Gram Sabha, but that thing needs to be implemented, no? So that implementation of that work will be done by the Gram Panchayat. Okay, and they meet regularly. Gram Sabha will be held at least twice in a year, but Gram Panchayat members, they will meet regularly. Okay?
Regularly.
Now, whatever work this Gram Panchayat will do, that work has been approved by the Gram Sabha. This work, whatever work this Gram Panchayat is doing, that should be approved by Gram Sabha. Gram Sabha. Now see what happens. As we discussed in this story that there was water problem, water scarcity was there in the village. We discussed that the people were discussing about the water scarcity in the village. So everyone was giving their suggestion. One man came and told that I went to Maharashtra. What I saw that they are actually doing rainwater harvesting, right? That kind of things we were discussing in the story. So everything discussed. Okay. Now the people, the Punch told that yes, we will work toward the water management system. Okay. Because in village, for agricultural work, for other work, water is very important, right? So Punch told that we will work on this water management system, and this is our work for this year. For this year, we are going to work on the water management system. Okay. Now, like this should be discussed in the Gram Sabha. Okay, that was discussed in the Gram Sabha. People also told yes. They also give approval. So, whatever work will be done by this Gram Panchayat, that actually should be discussed in the Gram Sabha. The people should give their approval that yes, that should be done. Then only that work will be done. Okay. So whatever work Gram Panchayat will do, they should that should be approved by the Gram Sabha. That should be discussed in the Gram Sabha, approved by the people, and Panch should give their approval, and then only that work will be implemented. Okay, the implementation part will take place. Okay, till here everyone understood? Any questions till now?
No,
The
ma'am.
Gram Panchayat is the executive body. They meet regularly. Gram Sabha has meeting at least twice a year, but this Gram Panchayat they meet regularly, and the main task is implement the development programs. Whatever development programs are there, like water management and all, whatever development programs are there for village, that should be done by the Gram Panchayat. Now, that development programs, whatever is being implemented, that should be approved by the Gram Sabha. Okay. Just a lot of noise. Okay. Fine. So that work should be approved by the Gram Sabha. Till now, anyone is having any question? Divyanshu, don't try to every time enable your video. I don't need video and all. Please. If you have any question till now, you may ask. Okay. If you have any confusion till now in any of the content, any of the topic, please ask the questions. If you will not ask questions, I won't be able to understand you are understanding or not. You are only sitting and listening. So if you have any question, please raise your questions. Otherwise, I will go ahead with the topic. Okay. Now, in some states, what happens? In some states, okay, keep in mind, we are discussing special scenario in some states, okay. In some states, what happened? The Gram Sabha forms committees, okay. They form committees. Now this committee will work on implementation of the development programs. Now who will be the part of this committee? Okay, this committee is basically called Construction and Development Committee. Okay, Construction and Development Committee. Okay. So, this construction and development committee is being formed in some states. Now, who are the part of this construction and development committee? So, the part will be the members of Gram Panchayat, the members of Gram Panchayat. Who are the members of Gram Panchayat? Can anyone tell me? Who are the members of Gram Panchayat? And some volunteers. Members of Gram Sabha. Members of Gram Sabha. So who are the members of Gram Panchayat? Am I audible to you, everyone? So members of Gram Panchayat means the elected representatives, ward members. Those are the members of Gram Panchayat. So they will be there in the committee. Also the villagers who are the member of Gram Sabha. So anyone who is of 18 years of age and above, they are member of Gram Sabha. So any persons will be the member of this construction and development committee. They are actually volunteers. Okay, so these people form a committee in some states, construction and development committee, and these people are working on the implementation of development programs. Till here, any question, anyone? Please answer in chat. I don't know where are you answering. If you are answering, I don't know. So please answer in chat. Write, type and send your answer here. Sorry. So if you have any question, please ask your question here. Okay. Is there any question, anyone? Any doubt till now? Okay. No questions from no one. Okay. Then we'll go ahead with the topic. So, what is the work of panchayat? Gram panchayat. Work. So, in that, the work is the construction and maintenance, of water sources. Then you have roads. Then you have drainage. Then school buildings, and other common property resources. Okay. Second work is living and collecting local taxes. Then you have executive government schemes related to generating employment. In the villages. Now these are some of the important work of the Gram Panchayat. So in that the construction and maintenance of the common property resources, like you have roads, drainage, school buildings, water sources. So this civil amenities, the things which is needed, these things are maintained and constructed by Gram Panchayat. Okay. Also levying and collecting local taxes. They also collect local taxes. Local taxes like if you say the taxes on animals, the taxes which is on agriculture, that kind of taxes. Okay. So those taxes are collected by the Gram Panchayat. Now also they execute the government schemes, executive government schemes related to generating employment. For this we can take one example. You would have heard about Manrega. You would have heard about Manrega. Have you heard about Manrega? Anyone? So Manrega is actually a scheme in that is basically for employment, Rojgar. What happens if you see in villages, the employment is very less. Most of the people depend on agriculture. Yes. So what happens from village, the people moves toward cities for employment, for livelihood. But if the employment can be introduced, it can be increased in the village level, then the people will not leave their home and go far. If they will get employment near to their place, why will they go far? Right? So like this, there are some schemes like Manrega is also a scheme for employment in village areas, rural areas. So these kind of schemes are introduced from the government. Central government, they introduce this kind of scheme. Okay. So what will happen? On central government, like Prime Minister announced that we will have this, please implement this Manrega. We have introduced this Manrega scheme for the employment of the people in the rural area. But now who will work on that? In village, who will work? Prime Minister is one. He has introduced the scheme. But is it possible for him to go to every village and implement? No. So on village level, we have the government which is Gram Panchayat. So they will execute this. Okay. They will implement, they will work on these schemes. Understood? Any question till now? Anyone? Any question till now? Now, if you see, they need to maintain and construct the buildings, no? And other facilities, right? And do you think it can be done without money? Without money, can this Gram Panchayat can implement, maintain or construct? They need money, no? For making school buildings, maintaining school buildings, for like in the village of Kardas, what happened? They were working on the water management system. So for water management system, they need money. If they are making reservoirs, if they will put tube wells, hand pumps, they need money. From where this money comes? So the money comes from collection of taxes on houses, marketplaces, etc. So, like if you see their house, so the taxes, people need to pay the taxes. If they are putting some stall in the market, for that also they need to pay some tax. So like that they collect different various taxes and through that the funding is done. Next is second is government scheme funds received through various departments of the government, okay, which is through Janpad and Jilla Panchayat. Third is donation of community workers. Community works, etc. So first, I already told they collect various taxes, taxes on house, taxes on marketplace. So like that they collect taxes. Second is like I told Manrega. So for Manrega, the government will be giving some kind of fund, right? For different government schemes, different funds are being released, right? So that different funds come to the Gram Panchayat also. Okay, so they also receive various funds from the different part of the government and they receive the fund through Janpad or the Jilla Panchayat. Okay, so Jilla Panchayat and Janpad, they actually give the funding to the Gram Panchayat which they get from the various department of government for different schemes, for implementing different schemes. Okay. Next is donation. See, some of the people are there, some of the landowners are there, some of the jamindars are there who are actually very rich and sometimes they also contribute. They donate money for making some kind of facilities. For developing some kind of facilities, they contribute. Many of the temples you would have seen that people donate money for building temples. Then people donate money to build hospitals, to build schools. So like that, there are some kind of some rich people are also there who donate money. Some of the community workers are there who donate money, and like that also the Gram Panchayat get the fund. Till now, any confusion, anyone? Is there any confusion till now? Everyone understood everything? Okay, no questions, no confusions. Okay, fine. So, please read the book. Please read this chapter. And if you find any confusion in the chapter, when you read the chapter and what I discussed, if you find any kind of confusion in that, please ask the questions in the next class. Okay.